And Asuba Olosholang. Welcome back to Nkaulele. I'm Nasha, your host. Kama kawaida, having something very, very special for you today. Well, first and foremost, nataka kutake opportunity to say thank you so much for my subscribers. It has been awesome. It is an amazing journey. And each day as I am learning and teaching you, it has been awesome because of your support. Asanteni sana. For those that have not, kindly do not forget to subscribe, to like, to share and comment. And also do not forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted each time I do an upload. Asanteni sana. Kila community inakuanga na history, and in every history kulikuanga na either a prophet, a mystical, figure, a goddess. So many communities, especially in the African community, have got those. Back here in Kenya, some of them are confused. Like the story that I'm going to tell you today is about a lady who most of us have confused with Mekatilili or Menza. Both of them are from the Mijikenda community, and both of them were teaching their people, or rather prophesying for their communities. Very strong women indeed. Let's go through this journey. So long ago, as I was in school, at least I know about, the Mijikenda community. Mijikenda basically derived the name from the 9 tribes. Mijikenda, 9 cities, 9 towns. Yani ni miji 9. Our story today takes us back to the 13th century. This lady, about her birth and origin, well, one day apparently in the Mijikenda community, all the tribes were home. It was raining heavy. Like, mvua ilikuwa tu mobest. Ile kulikuwa na thunder, kulikuwa na maji, kulikuwa na lightning. Mvua ilikuwa inamwagika bila mchezo. Kind of reminds me of the El Nino, the time that Kenya, went through it. But imepotea, thank God. These people, they used to live in kayas. Walikuwa naishi huko kwa misitu because of, security and everything. So they were divided into specific clans. But sasa, each time ilinyesha, it happened around the same place. Ilinyesha tu sana, a lot of rain. People were scared. Actually, most of them didn't know wanaweza amka asubuhi waone, the next day. Everyone was already giving up. Life went on. As it rained, people were in their houses praying, asking for their gods, asking for their goddesses to pray for them, asking for the prophets to prophesy who is dying when. It was just a very scary moment for the Mijikenda community. Wow. Just imagine, asubuhi kuliamka hivi, people are leaving their houses, hakuna kitu ili happen, nobody died. Like, mvua ilinyesha, yes, there was a lot of thunder, there was a lot of lightning, kids were crying, parents were scared. Unajua hizo kitambo, manyumba zilikuwa zimejengwa kama saizi na mabati na mawe. Those days ilikuwa matope, vitu kama hizo. Na hiyo mvua ilikuwa mingi, si mchezo. But still, asubuhi ilipofika, everyone left their home kwenda kutafuta jirani. Unatoka unaenda unatafuta so and so, ako aje. Most of us know that those days hakukuanga na tap ya maji unaweza drill alafu maji inatoka kama saizi the kind of life that we have. No, hizo wakati the ladies would get their buckets and ekelea kwa kichwa, go to the river to fetch water. So as it was usual for the women from the Mijikenda community to go around Kaloleni to fetch water, these mamas walikuwa tu, they are beautifully dressed, na tu nini toa kwa kichwa, wanaenda kuchota maji, wakigossip, ulionaje mvua vipi? Mlalaje? Mimi sikulala. Mwanangu alisumbuka usiku mzima. You can imagine the whole, conversation. Wakateremka kwa kijiji, wakaenda chini huko kuchota maji. That particular water place was located around Kaloleni. So on their way, something strange kind of caught their attention. Wanaangalia, wanashindwa, what? Okay. First and foremost, those days in the Mijikenda community, anything in blue color meant something, we had like something with a lot of power. Like a prophet, like, they were donned in blue. Wenye sasa walikuwa na hizo mapowers. So wakiteremka, wakaona tu kitu imerapiwa in that blue. So people were like, what is this? Can we try and see? Wengine wakasema hapana, mimi bana acha nirudi nyumbani nikaite wazee wa kijiji waje waone. Haya, wengine wasema hapana, na mimi nabaki hapa na lazima niangalie nijue ni nini. Some ladies went back home to report to the community whatever it is they saw, and also to ask the old mamas to come and check. But kuna wale walibaki hapo wakiangalia, but they didn't touch it. So wakangojea mpaka wale wanatoka kijijini wakafika. Kukuja, one of the mamas, akaishika. It is just something wrapped in blue. Akaiangalia, it was really, really wrapped. So, akaanza kuifungua. The others are like, oh my God. Sasa hii ni nini tena? You can imagine everyone is just looking at each other thinking, hai, kumefanyika nini? Ni nini kinatutendekea? Jana mvua, leo tena story ingine. Huyu mama akai-unwrap. Guess what wadau? Ebu guess nini ilikuwa ndani ya hiyo kitu? Wow. Cameraman, ebu guess nini ilikuwa hapo ndani ya hiyo wrapping?
Mtoto.
Yes, you're very right. There was a kid wrapped in blue clothes. Na ameachwa tu hapo. The kid is crying but ako tu, just like a normal kababy kamezaliwa. Hi, people are wondering, kwani ni nini ili happen? Hiyo saa yote kukinyesha, kulikuwa na mtu kweli ako na hiyo time kujifungua, kutembea, kutupa mtoto? Kila mtu akaanza kulizana. Ebu angalieni mali walikuwa na mimba, ni nani na nani walijifungua usiku. Trust me, no one had, no expectant mama alijifungua hiyo usiku. And then the winds and everything, no one was even walking at night. This mama is looking at this child. Apparently, those days, some mystical creatures or some, kids that are special would locate their own parents or not given birth to. They would get someone who would just adopt them. So the mama who unwrapped her looked at her and just gave her a name. She was named Me Poho. Yes. So our story today is about this very beautiful girl who led her community to so much greatness. Let us continue with our story. Msichana naye akakuwa tu mkubwa, alilelewa vizuri kulingana na traditions and customs za Mijikenda community. Hakuwa na anything special throughout her age. But remember, the fact that she was wrapped in that blue thing already ilipatia community knowledge ya kujua huyu atakuwa na certain powers. So aliendelea tu kwa kasichana vizuri kama wengine, akagrow na watoto wengine na akagrow kabisa kabisa. Ilipofika kuna hii age, according to the Mijikenda community, kuna age fulani ukifika as a girl, you are allowed to go for dances. Yes, who doesn't love to dance? And you can imagine the Mijikenda dancing styles and all. Yeah, I know. So anyways, akakubalika kuwa anaenda kwa kijiji kudance. She was already, of age. She was around 16, 18 years. Culture ya Mijikenda, kuna utofauti wa dances. This particular dance that Me Poho was allowed to go to, her first dance was, kulikonga na majina mobza, hizo dances. But this particular one was ngoma za pepo. Like you go dance and then until some spirit comes to you, stuff like that. Well, they went to the dance. She was just a normal kid. Hakuwa hata anajua kama akona powers ama nini. Wao wakaenda. You can imagine labda kamejipodoa, kana katu amazing, ameenda dance. So, in the middle of the dance, they are dancing katikati ya nini, like it's a gathering. Yeah? So kuna watu wanawaangalia na wengine pia wana dance na yeye. So she's dancing, she's having fun, she's enjoying. Oh, just as the ngoma was climaxing, dem akaanguka. She was having convulsions. Anaongea vitu zenye, ameturn macho huko juu ziko white, anaanza kuongea mavitu. Anaanza kusema sasa vitu zenye yeye anaona kwa nini yake. Akaanza kuongelelea vitu zenye anaona. Anaanza kuambia community yake vile watakuja kuvamiwa. Anaanza kuambia basically all the stories that she could. Kwa sababu, remember she had a power. She did not know. But that particular day, kila kitu tu ili happen. Luckily, all the tribesmen had already seen something like this before. Some other people were being possessed as well, just not in this particular dance at this time. It was only her. But now, that is where they knew that Me Poho apparently was God chosen. Here on, Me Poho was pronounced the religious leader of the Mijikenda community, because she had the power that they needed to see in a prophetess. Now, each time she would go for a dance, there was a 3-legged stool, yake tu peke yake kukalia, that was put in the middle of the dance. So, akipata hizo convulsions, she would be sat there, alafu sasa ana prophesy. Anawambia kila kitu ambacho kingefanyika. I'm sure you're also thinking, is this lady the same as Mekatilili wa Menza? Well, my dear listener, no. These are two totally different women, just strong women and prophetesses of their own communities. I will tell you about Mekatilili next time. She got so much strength in her that she would prophesy about drought, famine, she would talk about rains, she would talk about floods, she would talk about death, diseases. She was that woman. She was the prophet and traditional healer. Alikuwa na power tu sana. She's a very lucky woman. The community adored her. They literally worshipped her. My dear viewers, apparently, her duties were not just to tell about, just to prophesy those things. She was given the power to even go before God because of their community. In case the community felt like they have sinned, she was the one to be told what to do and how to pray about it. She was she was just basically their way to God, through God. Wanatumia Mepoho sasa ndio wafikie God. So she would pray, they would pray through her to God. Again, she was also among the best traditional healers for your community. She would also advise the other doctors. She would also, advise them on what to do to treat what. She would also be the person who would storytell to the kids and people in the community. Jioni wameakisha kamoto, she would sit there and narrate stories of their lives. So one day, she woke up in the morning and went to the community and asked the village elders that she wants to attend to a dance. Apparently, the Mijikenda dances were not just picked for any day. They had a specific day. But this day, she just wanted to go and do a dance. Remember this, that it had to be planned and all that. But the community elders believed that if she asked for it, then there's a message that maybe she wants to pass. So wakaallow na wakaplan na wakaenda kwa dance. Just in the middle of the dance, she got one of her attacks and she started talking about the whites. She started prophesying about these little people that will come with hair like sisal, all white. And then she also saw that their daughters of the Mijikenda community will start getting married before initiation. Like they will start following the ways of these white people. She also foresaw a lot of boats on the water, like things that were not there. So the community were like, what are you talking about? She started prophesying about what they will do to the community if they decided to not allow them to pass through or to stay in the places they wanted to stay. Basically, I think, and we all know, she was talking about, the whites, the British, the people who came to colonize us. Wow. Just as she was about to finish with, her message, she said, my dear children, unfortunately, I am just here to pass this message, but I don't want to live long enough to see this day come, to pass. So personally, I will leave you with this. Take care of yourselves. And, maybe she prayed for them or, she gave her last words. Guess what happened after that? The legend, what the Mijikenda people have shared with the communities around is that as she was sitting on the three-legged stool, just as she finished, giving out that message, the ground opened and swallowed her. Yeah, that is the end of Me Poho. That is the story of this prophetess who helped the Mijikenda community. I'm sure most of you are asking, was she married? Well, there is no much about her lineage, but it is said that the scene where Me Poho gave her last prophecy is in Kaloleni. Well, Kaloleni Trading Center. I don't know for sure if it still exists, but I hope it does because I want to see it. I don't think it is still the same, a lot of trees and grass and all that, but I'm sure it is a place that she was remembered with. It has been an amazing journey for me to learn about Me Poho and the Mijikenda community. I hope you have also enjoyed. It has been awesome. It has been amazing. As always, me, Nasha, usisahau kusubscribe na kuhit the notification bell. Also, leave a comment down below if there is any other story that you would want me to narrate. Well, as I have heard, in the Mijikenda community, you say ukaleto to mean goodbye. Until next time, keep safe.